your mic's open.
Sorry, I had my phone on mute. I had my phone on mute. My bad. I didn't want to come in here sounding crazy, man, 'cause I'm doing a lot of stuff in my car. But anyway, this is Edward.
What's going on, Edward? How you feeling, bro?
Nothing much. I've called in before. Usually I get in on the tail end of it as far as getting to talk, but it's been a while. It's been a while, man. I noticed you were on O'Shea D. Jackson's channel a while back, and I love it, man. People starting to network, black men starting to talk. A lot of black men that are pushing, traveling expats. Really good. It's a beautiful thing. But, yeah, man, as far as what you – oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what people fear. What people fear is black men – something as simple as black men get into a space like a huddle and basically talking is something that a lot of black women fear. And we know there's some good sisters out here, but like I say, it's basically 80-20. 20% of them are straight, 80% of them are fucked up to whatever degree, and then the 20% that are usually straight are usually married. So what does that leave you, right? And that's where traveling is a good option for black men that want to get black women from across the diaspora. It's simple as expanding dating pool. That's all it really is when it comes down to it. But they fear black men talking. They fear black men talking because they know if black men talk, being logical that we are, we're gonna do something about the problems that we have. And black women and people that don't like black men, like that troll, have always it's an irrational fear. I mean, I don't want to get political, but you can even look at how, the Republicans are basically wasting their entire 2 years just to try to get rid of Obamacare. It's actually psychotic to see how many times they keep doing that.
You get political on here. I'm open to that, especially with Republicans right now. They're damaged. The one thing I'm worried about, what people fail to realize, right? Oh, man, the economy's doing good. That's Obama's spillover, okay, that we're experiencing right now. Obama's spillover. That spillover has to come to an end. And when it comes to an end, and we actually get Republican Donald Trump, bankrupt Trump economy, all right, that's when that's when the shit will hit the fan. And what I tell brothers is you got to get your passports right now because shit is about to get crazy. Now, finances are about to go all over the place. Okay.
Yeah.
We won't know. Yeah, we won't know where this economy is going. We won't know where this economy is going in 2018. I know I have a feeling where it's going down, and if it goes down, the U.S. dollar goes down. That's why I tried to tell people last year. Forget about the reality show, okay? Forget about Donald Trump's funny at all. Oh, hello?
No, I'm still here. I hear you.
Forget about Donald Trump's funny or this and all the stupid stuff. Or Hillary Clinton called black people super predators. All the stupid shit. They don't mean nothing. All right? I tell you what's going to mean something. When the U.S. dollar falls, there's going to be a lot of brothers who won't be able to afford to travel. There's going to be a lot of brothers such as myself won't be able to afford to stay abroad. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, one thing that black people have to get smart about, because that's going to happen regardless, just because we're moving into an age where, the U.S. dollar, I do believe it will drop off. It will taper off because it's actually trading really high right now. I actually looked at some things. But my point is, a lot of things are going to change a lot faster than what the average American public is used dealing with. And regardless of the political spectrum, because, in the black manosphere, there are black conservatives and people that don't share your view. I mean, I'm a Democrat. I voted for Hillary despite my misgivings because, like I said, the choice was simple with me, But what I tell people that they can all coalesce around is you're either going to be on the right side of this or the wrong side of this. And if you're somebody that plays around, regardless of what political persuasion you come from, you're going to get, effed. You really are, because That's why I talk to brothers when it comes to getting into cryptocurrency, forex trading, like what you're talking about. Me, I do more affiliate marketing. I know you do a little bit of that as well. And dudes have to start getting really good about separating themselves or not having just one stream of income and depending completely on white folks for their daily bread, because it's going to get bad. And that's true for black men. It's definitely going to be true for black women, because as they start to cut off this social welfare, they start to cut into public sector jobs, you know, black women are going to get a very big hangover. But one thing I really did want to hit on, and that's something you talked about before this, was when people talk about what black men are doing, let me tell you something. Black men are a little bit late to the party when it comes to traveling. We're actually one of the last ones to really start doing it. Like you said, white people have been doing it. White men have been doing it for a long, long time. White women have been doing it for a long time. But you know what? Black women have been too. You know, Hot Stella got her groove back. You know, there's plenty of movies that showcase that. Black women going, you know, taking those quote-unquote hoe trips, which is the very thing they try to criticize, you know, black men for, even though black men are going for more than just taking hoe trips. But they've been going to Jamaica, going to Miami, going, you know, now they're starting to go to Dubai. And it's almost to the point where a lot of these countries even view black women. Like if you go to Morocco automatically thinks you're a prostitute if you're a black woman. That's how they're, because so, you know, and when you look at a lot of and here's the thing, the difference with you is you at least, and this is why I respect you, is you talk about black men dating, going overseas for the purpose of finding a better quality black woman versus a lot of these swirlers. When you look at these women, most of the time you can always tell if it's female owned because it's two countries they focus on. They focus on Europe and they focus on kind of the North African pseudo Middle East. So they focus on white men and light-skinned men. And that's not to say that that's all of them, because I know quite a few. But a lot of them, they are on the swirling tip. And, you know, that is what it is. If that's your persuasion, it's all good. But don't then turn around and then try to attack black men's imagery when in reality it's only a small percentage of black men that are traveling. That's one thing that black men are trying to change. Most black men, for whatever reason, child support, you know, are not traveling or they're not interested in that. You know, so they act like it's this whole
ignorance is anything, because there's a lot of brothers who don't even know how to get a passport. Okay, and you know they don't know or know how simple it is to get a passport. They think it's got to be too much to get one and everything like that. So there is a very small number of us who travel, and then for the ones who do travel just a bit, there's a lot of them don't even have time to travel every year for as much as I do or anyone else does, because, I mean, when you get this bug, this bug called travel bug is what I call it, and when you fall in love with it like I have, you're passionate behind it and everything like that, you know, you're going to do something to change your life to make you travel, like you said, with my case, forex trading, and
exactly.
And, you know, and also network marketing like you're doing and stuff like that. You know, we're doing what we have to do to get out there in the street, get out there on the plane.
And that's the biggest point. It's not even about the women. Yes, the women is kind of like the red meat of things. Just like the main reason women travel is for, you know, the dudes. I could care less of what they want to talk about. They probably travel more for dudes than men do for women, to keep it 100% honest. But the point is, a lot of times black men in the United States, because this society beats your ass down, you know, in the directly and indirectly in many different ways, a lot of times you got black men that are living for today and not for tomorrow. And by the time they get older, like maybe your age, that's when they want to start to think, well, maybe I should do something with my life. Versus putting this out here as like a black travel sphere. That'd be a good brand. Black Manosphere, Black Travel Sphere. You're black men at a younger age, like 8. You don't got to be 18. You can be in there. Hell, you catch these dudes in their 22, 23, 24. Or now will reorganize a lot of their priorities because they have something to look forward to. And that's really what it is. A lot of times black men don't have anything to look forward to. And look, at some time, I believe in personal responsibility, obviously, but But we also understand that black men are some of the most attacked, or are the most attacked in the United States. So you got a lot of people that talk about, oh, man, I don't expect to be alive, after 30 or stuff like that. And then that kind of manifests in how they have kids, how they choose a lot of things that they do. And they're not hearing nothing else. So I'm hearing a lot of these conversations in the barber shop and in places that, black men go to where the right questions are being answered. Dudes are talking about, well, I need to get off of all this back child support, which I know dudes get fucked on child support, but back child support because $2,500, I can't get my passport. Well, I applaud that dude because at least he checked. See, a lot of dudes don't even check because they don't know. So that is the point. But see, women don't see that because they're it's all about selfishness. Like I tell people, the show gets on my nerves, but I will tell everybody, that show Insecure really gives you one thing I will give Issa Rae credit is they do a good job articulating the modern black woman in the United States. And they don't really lie about it. They tell you this is what you're really dealing with in the modern black woman of today. And I would tell anybody to look at that show. I would tell anybody to go check out BGS Idmore because he has reviews of the show, so it'll contextualize it for, a black man. And I'm not affiliated with that. It's just really good material. And yeah, but anyway, I know you got a lot of callers, so I don't want to, hog up the line. But, man, it's been great talking to you. And is there any other questions out for me or anything?
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. My thing is this, right? What's going on right now is that when the black man sees the cure to our problem, and in most cases, I always say, if you sit there and continuously go through the same thing over and over again, what's the definition of insanity? Okay? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Okay? When a brother goes and tries something different, whether it's a different culture, a different country, it expands from that. You said something earlier where you got black men out here saying, you know what, I ain't expecting to live past 30, so I'm, this and that, right? That is so true. My best friend's son committed suicide at age 22. Okay? Because he didn't know any more reality than what he's seen in North Philadelphia, and that's it.
Yep. I'm from Chicago. I know.
No more than 5 square miles is all he knew. Okay? It's all he knew. And because of that, he became a byproduct of his environment. Therefore, he got caught up in that environment situation. North Philadelphia is not it's not the safest place to be. Okay? But to live there every day, and then you don't see nothing but violence, you don't see nothing but killing, and you can say, you know what, the hell with it, man. Why even deal with it? Put one in the back of your head. On the side of your head. Exactly. And it's just, women, look, I'm always for women traveling too. I mean, I always point people out to Travel Noir on Instagram, very good page. Black travel feed. So it just gives you more of a deeper look. And my bigger point is the fact that there's channels like that is very good because it gives people more of a visualization. And that's something you did with your favela video. I like the fact because I saw how long of a walk that shit was. Not to mention you holding up the camera and all of that. See, people didn't even count that. So that was a really good video, and I was watching that while I was at work. And a lot of people that are listening, what you can do is share this stuff over the share this stuff on YouTube and Facebook and all of that. I know I need to drop some money in that GoFundMe hat. Charles, one thing I'm going to tell you, though, is, if you do live stream, you don't got to do them all the time, but if you did like a live stream on like YouTube every once in a while or something, now that they got that super chat in, I know a lot of people would drop money in there because I see what they be dropping in there for like some of the other YouTubers. Me and O'Shea been talking about that. O'Shea's in school. You got to remember, I'm the old head here in the game, okay? And O'Shea's been schooling me to the game on that. It will help my viewership go up and everything like that. I've been thinking about doing it either tonight or tomorrow. I might try to do a test YouTube stream tonight or tomorrow afternoon. See if all my YouTube fans are on there. Okay, because I've been thinking about doing that, and I wanted to come back to the U.S. just to test it out. So when I do go back to Brazil, we're going to be doing live streams. Once I get it, I'll be doing live streams every other day. It's going to
You
be
get like you and Dwayne. That'd be
good.
Yes,
Dwayne. I got to catch up with Dwayne. Dwayne, like I said, he's down in the favelas up in Copacabana. Okay, and I don't go up that end. Okay, I wasn't going up that end. That end is a little bit more hairy. Okay, where he lives.
Oh, so he's still in the favelas? That was a while ago. Okay.
Last I checked, we still in the favela.
Because I know he said he was going to do that for like a year.
Yeah, that was a month ago. When last I heard it from in the favelas. Okay. My thing is this: is that me, a lot of people who thought I was anti-favelas. I mean, I'm to a degree. You know, I wanted to prove to everybody that I'm going to show y'all what the favelas look like. Y'all going to come walk with me through Hershania. You're going to walk with me through Vigidal. You're going to walk with me through Santa Ma. You see, in my earlier videos when you at the Michael Jackson statue, Santa Ma, right there. What's that there? Botafogo, right near Christ Redeemer statue, right below Christ Redeemer statue. Okay, so I'm going to take y'all with me. Okay, and y'all make your own decision from there. I will say this. Hershania is the biggest favela in South America, all right? And you just can't waltz up in there. How about that? We do have tour guides for that. But like I said, I went through these spots just to prove to everybody that it's up to you. All right? You do you when you come down to these places. But at the same time, be on the lookout. All right? Because, like I said,
it's common sense. Don't be goofy. And a lot of dudes, one thing that a lot of dudes will do, this depends. Because if you're older, I typically, like, black men are like 35 and older, I don't think have this problem. But if you're younger, like 20-something, in your 20s, you know how it is. People will let their guard down. They see some beautiful women and stuff like that, and they'll get completely disarmed, acting like these chicks can't pick your pocket. And I ain't saying, and look, Brazil may be a different experience. I haven't been to Brazil. But I'm just saying in general. There is general. You had to do what happened to him in Greece. It's common sense. Yeah, you in Philadelphia. Yeah. It's common sense, Don't look like you rich if you in certain parts of Philadelphia. You don't got to look like you poor, but don't look like, you got Omega watches and stupid stuff like that. And a lot of times dudes will get outside the U.S. and they'll get disarmed. Kind of like how some dudes are when they get around white women. They get disarmed like a white woman can't pull that white supremacy card on you at a moment's notice. And then they got that goofy look on their face. Kind of like the dude that was in, not The Bachelor, that Bachelorette, where he was like, oh, it's on video, so surely these white people can't say I did anything, and she still tried to cry the rape card. She still tried to pull that card. They always try. It's amazing with how much you got to be like LeVar Ball. You got to be ready for them to pull that card. So you can turn around and say, I'm afraid of you. But that takes age. Like he showed his age with that, because you got to be kind of a state of readiness, and it's not even like military. It's just common sense stuff, and oftentimes that's not talked about, because the first thing is getting you to buy in that you need a passport, let alone going somewhere. Then we can talk about the stuff you need to do, and that's kind of a hedge. But I know I'm back in the Afro-Brazilian group, and I know I've been uploading posts and stuff, a lot of, relevant stuff, that I notice now people ain't putting as many of them Instagram pictures up no more, so I'm happy about that. It's more authentic pictures, so I see that,
Yeah. The group right now, we're going through a phase of growing and maturity. Yeah, you're going to see here and there some fine-looking women in there, because it's a male-predominant group. And yes, we also have females in the group as well. But the thing about it, going back to what you said here, we got young men. You have to grow and mature and travel. One, you have to go and get your passport and visa or whatever they need for you to go there. And then two, you have to know how to act. Okay? You have to know that I just can't waltz up in a North Zone favela like this is my neighborhood, these are my people. No, it ain't your people. Just because they're black, that ain't your neighborhood, dude. And you
especially if you don't speak the language. Especially if you don't speak Portuguese. If you speak Portuguese, okay, I might be like, yeah, you know.
If a dude walk up to you down there and he's speaking Portuguese and you don't sound so happy to see you, what you gonna do? You know?
Exactly.
And, you know, you gotta hook up with the right people. All right. You know, you just can't walk up in places and think that, you know, people are going to be like, oh, well, we don't welcome you with open arms. Yes, there are some people in my videos which you would see, and I even got a whole lot more videos still left that I haven't put up yet, all right, that will open arms with you. But they also check you, too. Look, I mean, many times people told me, you got to put that camera away.
I saw that, and it's like, yeah, I saw that every video. Like the first two, especially when you were going inside an enclosed space, they were real serious about that. And I mean, that's the first time they said it. So obviously, you know, you responded and it's cool, but if you acted like, you know, you weren't hearing that, then, you know, that could have, I mean, you're a big dude, so it's different. But you know what I'm saying? But you know,
when they got a big dude ain't too big when it's someone's sticking an RA-15 in my face.
Oh yeah, but you know what I mean. Like that, yeah. They'll give you maybe a couple more seconds to be like, oh, he respects it, so it's good. But you know, it's like little things you gotta take into consideration. But when I meant by the pictures, I don't mean like. Here's the thing: I have no problem with putting up pictures. What I'm saying though is when you copy pictures from like, you know, lightskin.com and then just put it on there. That's what I'm talking about. Put all the pictures you want, but let them be like some real pictures that gives the people a real understanding. Because a lot of, but that's neither here nor there. But my thing is too is another thing is go in groups. Here's the thing I like, and I like about you. I'm not so much about the expat thing myself, but I'm younger. When black men do decide this is what I want to do, as far as the expat thing, that is very, very good because as black men have other black men. It's the same thing that immigrants do when they come to the United States. They coalesce together really hard. And if you have people that you know are there, then you can support those people there, whether it's financially, whether it's through, you know what I mean, through like sharing their content because of views and stuff like that. But my point is, those people are there. Those are resources. Those are very valuable resources.
Definitely, you know, those are the people that you seek for information. I really appreciate your call, man.
All right, yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, take care, man.